series now. Not sure what happened to the video, or the last video I should say, but it was up and I knew I was live because I ended it, but I guess the video didn't upload or something, because I believe that I had it on private, so maybe it does have to indeed be on public. And anyway, here are just the stats from last game to at least have an idea of, what happened. And we did end up beating the Atlanta Falcons 41-23 to absolutely basically control them. We will be going up against the former, the rematch of the wild card game, the former Redskins. In, what's his name? Who do I want doing kick returns first off? Let me decide who I want to do kick returns. I feel like the person who makes most sense would be Ty Frigel. Yeah. We'll do the rookie from Indiana. Ty Frigel. Anyway, it's going to be a rematch of the wild card game, who in real life Tampa Bay won 31-23, so we'll just go with we won 31-23, and then we lost last season. Anyway, it's a rematch from last year's wildcard game. Well, let's just set to boot this one off here. It is week 2 for this franchise. Now I am going to try to be getting out games daily, as I want to be more committed to this. As Cam Newton ends up in Washington, much like everyone thought he was going to, much like everyone thinks he's going to in real life. Right now, Beagle's coming off the pass rush. Remember that not sure how we did sign Hassan Reddick. However, Reddick got hurt in the last game. As Beagle will get a sack there, so Beagle already has more sacks than Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick got injured in the last game. He has an abdominal tear. He'll miss the next 4 to 5 games. That's a big sack there by Vince Beagle. I was kind of debating about putting him off the edge, as there's Terry McLaurin who makes a big catch. I was kind of debating him putting off the edge between him and rookie, I believe it's rookie Shaka Tooney, between him or Chash Surratt, coming off the edge, right? Is it? Yeah, it's either going to be him or Chash Surratt coming off the edge. Ultimately, as of right now, we'll roll Beagle. Maybe we'll rotate in Surratt later. We'll see. That was a big first play there by Cam Newton. Cam Newton now will send his man in Logan Thomas in motion. Rotates him back to the right. That's a big hold there. That's a missed tackle. Beagle can't bring him down. Carlton Davis will kind of force him to the sideline. Gibson steps out 24 yards after contact, though, as this Buccaneers defense looks more depleted than they did last week. That could be because of no Hassan Reddick, but it could also be, because as Beagle misses the tackle, the Devin White can't bring him down because he thought Beagle had it, and just ultimately now, this Tampa Bay team is not looking hot whatsoever, as the Washington attack right now is just completely torching them, at least the run attack of Antonio Gibson, as Cam Newton under pressure, and Newton's going to be sacked for a gain of about a half a yard, or not sacked, tackled for a gain of about a half a yard, almost sacked. Sadly, was not sacked, as Cam Newton now on the 2nd and 10 play takes the snap. Newton looks and he finds his man wide open. Who made that catch? I'm not even sure who that is. Jordan. Oh, that's Jordan Reed. He's back. All right. Didn't know Jordan Reed was back to playing. Now it's a pitch outside. Antonio Gibson gets hit once, and then he is wrapped up and brought down by Jordan Whitehead. He gets back to the lines. That now will bring up a 4th goal. Newton now hands this off, and Gibson's going nowhere. Tackled, made by Vince Beagle and company. Beagle having a great start to today's game. Outside of his missed tackle. As this one now will bring up a 3rd and goal. As this one almost picked off, Devin White puts it on the turf. That would have been a big turnover there for Tampa. Cam Newton tried to fit it in. couldn't. Now this will be chip shot field. It is up and it is good. 3-0. The Washington football team takes the lead over Tampa Bay. Now, on the return is the rookie Ty Freifogel. Last week, Galladay did the kick returns ultimately, though he kind of did struggle, so they took him out. And there's Freifogel taking it to the 29, so not a bad return for the rookie. Now, coming onto the field for the second time in this 2021 campaign is Tom Brady. 2 touchdowns and a pick, 320 yards, 21 for 27 in his season debut. And those numbers, honestly, are not bad with the receiving core they has in Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Kenny Galladay, an absolute elite receiving core. And honestly, Ronald Jones ran for, as you could see earlier, 208 yards, and as you can see now, 20 carries for 208 yards and a touchdown last week. So, it's not even like Brady had to carry when, you have a guy running like that. Now on the 2nd and 10, Brady will look outside and he'll find Kenny Galladay, who breaks 1 tackle. Galladay breaks 2, and Galladay's down at the 49. That's 17 yards there for the new free agent signing, Kenny Galladay. Looking to show why he was signed to that lucrative deal. As Brady now will look and he'll find his favorite. Oh, he can't hang on. Mike Evans drops it. Kyle Fuller on the coverage. Just couldn't hang on there. Was Mike Evans. Brady takes a sack and he'll look. That's the tight end O.J. Howard, who contributed for, I believe, 3 catches last week. He makes his first one today. Brady now gives Ronald Jones hole, and Jones is blown up by Collins there, but not after picking up a big game. 2 carries, 21 yards for Ronald Jones. This offense now, able to even just establish the run game's elite, as Brady will just throw a check down there to Ronald Jones, who makes his first catch of the game. Brady now will give Jones hole. Jones blocking. He's down now at the 4. Good holes there from Tampa. This now will set up a 1st and goal. CJ Procise checks in. Howard, Godwin, Evans. Brady under pressure, and Brady's down. Chase Young completely beats, I believe. That was Cam Robinson off the edge. That was Cam Robinson who Chase Young beat. As this now will bring up a 2nd and goal. Brady misses a wide open Chris Godwin. That would have been a touchdown. He had Godwin. He had Godwin wide open that he just missed. Brady now rotating Kenny Galladay in motion. Brady looks, he finds Galladay. Galladay's in for his first touchdown as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I believe Galladay had 2 or 3 touchdowns last year. He has his first one as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer here in week 2. As Will Lutz now on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up and it is good. 7-3 Tampa Bay leads. 2 of 4 remaining in the first quarter. And what a drive that was for Tampa. Well executed all around. Brady did have 2. Not even 2, honestly. Brady had 1 bad throw, and that was the wide open pass to Galladay that he missed. Other than that, he's looked pretty solid. As Newton now will hand this one off. Gibson as Vince Beagle. What a play. And Gibson's very, very slow to get up. Hurt shoulder. He's still down on the field as he has to be helped up. As coming into the game now is number 21 on Washington. Could be a rookie, so I'm not quite sure who it is. Cam Newton under pressure. He sets up the fullback screen, and what a play that was. Beautiful play call on the fullback screen. No one saw it coming as Fowler picks up 15. He's now bringing up 1st and 10. Winfield Jr. deep. Newton will send his man in motion. This will be a give now to the back. That's Todd Gurley. He signed with the Redskins in the offseason, I guess, as Gurley would pick up 2. This now will bring up a 2nd and 8. Newton under pressure. He throws and it's dropped on the play by number 19. Who is 19 on Washington. I mean, it was a good throw, but good pursuit. That's for sure. Perryman is. Devin White had great pursuit there. Derrigo that passed, and now on the 3rd and 8th, Danny Trevathan in the game. Under pressure is Newton. Gregory Rousseau almost had his first career sack there once again. Rousseau honestly has probably been the best Buccaneers pass rusher of the year despite not having a sack. In the first game, he had about 5 QB pressures, and I think that is his second one of the game. As Ty Freifogel will return his first career punt, and Freifogel's going nowhere down at the 20. Picks up maybe about 5. TJ Vasher checks into the game. He had 1 catch last week. The rookie wide receiver turned tight end is Brady under pressure, and Brady's going nowhere. He puts him on the turf, picked up Tristan Wirfs. I mean, that's the only bad thing about Brady is that he is immobile, so if he tries to even move from the pocket or the pocket collapses, he's most likely going nowhere. This now will bring up a 2nd and 20. Brady looks, he gets it off. There's Mike Evans on the catch. Give him a gain of 18. Beautiful throw there by Tom Brady. So that'll be the end of the first quarter. Tampa Bay 7, Washington 3. At the end of the first quarter of last week's game, it was already like 28-0 Tampa Bay. As Brady now will give Ronald Jones. Jones will pick up a first down and more down to the 30. Did the ball cross? Yes, it did. So they do indeed give him the first down. Brady now on the 1st and 10. Looking to set up the screen. He does get it off. A missed block there, and Jones will only pick up about 7. 6 for 8, 68 yards and a touchdown here for Tom Brady. In his second game of 2021. Excuse me. Brady recognizes the cornerback screen coming off the edge, and he'll get this one off quick there to Mike Evans, working against Kyle Fuller, and this time Evans on the curl rat holds on to it, which will bring up a 1st and 10. That is Evans' second catch of the game for 30 yards. As Jones will take it for a gain of 2. He's wrapped up by Jonathan Allen there. Bring up a 2nd and 8. I believe that was a missed block on O.J. Howard's part. Nevertheless, so it's 2nd and 8. Brady will look, and he'll find the speedster in Godwin, who forces one to miss Kyle Fuller. And Demarius Randall brings him down as Brady's now at 100 yards. That's Godwin's first catch of the game. He picks up 20. Now Brady now taking off, and Brady being chased by Sweat. Brady though picks up 19 as no one expected him to run. And he honestly did kind of turn on the afterburners there as he picked up speed. Brady now, corner, Godwin incomplete. Godwin can't hang on. Kyle Fuller just getting there to break it up, as well as number 40. Washington having solid defense there, as keep on forgetting that Taysom Hill, this is the Taysom Hill play or package, because he runs the New Orleans Saints offense. Meant to change the playbook last time, that's okay. This now will bring up a 3rd and 10. Third and 7, excuse me, Godwin in the game. Brady looks, he'll find Godwin, touchdown! Chris Godwin with his first touchdown catch of the game. This will now make it 14-3. Chris Godwin with his 2nd of the season, 1st of the game. As the Buccaneers go 11 plays, he wins for 418. 152 total yards of offense for Tampa Bay, as well as an 11-point lead. This now will be need by Bryce Love as Cam Newton, and this Washington offense will take over here at the 25. Now I know Chaz Surratt was probably going to get some play time, but the way Vince Beagle is playing right now, I think it's best if we just keep what has been working. As this now will bring up a 2nd and 6. Cam Newton takes the snap, and Newton will look for his wide open man. That is Logan Thomas. Thomas was a player who emerged last year for Washington as a true number 1, as a solid number 1 tight end, stepping in for Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed's back, but Thomas still getting some playing time. This will be a give 2, I believe, Steven Sims, and Sims will pick up 4 on the carry. We've only heard Terry McLaurin's name called once, and that was on a slant play that he kind of did turn off field a little bit. As for a low motion to the right, this will be a give to the right. That is Todd Gurley. Tries to break off Vita Vea's tackle, however, he won't. Vita will wrap him up. However, Gurley does pick up about 3. Setting up a 3rd and 3. As good defense there by Carlton Dean, breaking it up from Terry McLaurin. I mean, Gregory Rousseau started to get pressure off the edge, kind of forced. I mean, Newton saw it out of the corner, was forcing him into a panic. As Freifogel now will return it, and Freifogel is down at the 19. So the rookie getting in his first NFL action this week is on the 1st and 10 play now. Brady takes the snap. Brady will look to the drag route and find the speedy tight end, O.J. Howard. And Howard's down now at the 44, 10 for 1,332 yards and 2 touchdowns there. So far for Brady, O.J. Howard with his 2nd catch of the game. Brady now looking to the check down, and there is Ronald Jones picking up the 1st down and more. I mean, he had a linebacker on him. Brady read that and knew Jones was going to be able to beat that, as that was his 3rd catch of the game. I mean, he now has more catches than some of these wideouts here. So it's O.J. Howard. Brady now will just roll out himself, and Brady's out of bounds. Actually, he does pick up a 1st down, though. Or, he's inches shy. Tom Brady has a little bit of speed to him, it seems. The 44-year-old still has a little bit going, as there is Jones, and Jones will pick up the 1st down and more. He picks up 3. Decently balanced offense right now here for Tampa Bay. Brady will look, and he'll find Chris Godwin there. 12-yard reception and the Tampa Bay 1st down. As that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Tampa Bay 14, Washington 30. Tampa Bay completely controlling this game over Washington. Brady working out of the pocket. What a throw there. Godwin making a diving catch. He's out of bounds, so 14, just great work there by Tom Brady to work out of the pocket. Now on his 2nd and 4 play. Tom looks, finds Golladay down at the 3. This now will bring up a 1st and goal. As Brady looks, finds the rookie TJ Vasher, and he's in for his 1st career touchdown. That's the former wide receiver turned tight end, as TJ Vasher catches his 1st career touchdown pass. Tom Brady with his 3rd of the game, and this is what this wideout core will do to you, as well as even a decent running attack with Ronald Jones. I mean, this Tampa Bay offense looked unstoppable last week, and I mean, they look even unstoppable today. Now 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. I mean, it looked like Washington was going to be able to compete first drive. They did a good job of getting down the field and moving the ball. And now it's like they can't even move the ball down the field, as this will bring up a new drive, a new chance here. Newton takes the snap, and Newton's inaccurate. Intended there for Steven Sims. Newton 4 for 961 yards. And they have kind of shied away from the receiving game, as Newton puts the ball on the turf, and it is recovered there by the O-line. But Cam Newton completely blown up. Not even sure who got that sack. As completely misreading the defense. The defense off of the no-huddle fumble, kind of got completely screwed up. A 64-yard bomb there by Cam Newton to Rashard Perriman. Who got the sack, though? That's what I'm kind of interested in right now. And the sack was Danny Trevathan forced it. So Danny Trevathan with his 1st sack as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This now will bring up 1st and 10 Tampa. I mean, for Washington, excuse me. As that's good. That's great defense there by Carlton Dean on Terry McLaurin. Buccaneers really wanted to see Dean emerge. And right now he's having a great game against one of the best wide receivers on Washington. As Cam Newton's pocket now collapsing. And what a play there by Cam Newton. And his wide receivers not giving up a play. And I mean, Winfield kind of stepped up there on Cam Newton, leaving Todd Gurley wide open for the touchdown pass. As Washington got something going offensively there. But you are leaving one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history, Tom Brady, with 44 seconds on the clock. But what a play by Cam Newton. I mean, he had all day to throw, then started to feel pressure, rotate out of it, and was able to move the ball down the field. 3 timeouts, 44 seconds for Tampa Bay. What will Tom Brady and Paul Ranson draw up? We'll find out here. Brady takes the snap. Brady under pressure, inaccurate throw intended for Chris Godwin. 15 for 19 for Tom Brady, 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, when you have this type of receiving core, these type of weapons, that, you know, is what happened as Brady on the run. Intended O.J. Howard, did he get his feet in? No, he didn't. 15 for 20 now for Tom Brady. As the smart thing to do is probably just to run the ball. It looks like they are going to come out and run. Leonard Fournette in the game. That's what they do. They give it straight up the middle. Leonard Fournette's going nowhere. That's De'Aaron Payne. And company on tackle as Bradley Pinnon will be on to punt for the first time. He punted one time last week only for 52 yards. This is not Tampa Bay team who is really in positions to punt. 2 incomplete passes will do that to you. As Steven Sims will be tackled right away. That's the 5th string corner in Holton Hill. Actually, it might be 4th string. The 4th or 5th string cornerback Holton Hill. Main point is that he is a special teamer. So he makes a big defensive play as Cam Newton now is just going to throw the check down there. Todd Gurley as he is hit there by Bunting Murphy and company down at the 18. Or 43. 18 seconds left. That's what I saw. Newton, a lot of time to throw. He throws out of bounds though to Todd Gurley. Washington now has no timeouts. So they're going to most likely be working sidelines here. On the 2nd and 10 play. Newton looking. I think going to be working sidelines and Bunting Murphy and Danny Trevathan bring him down, keeping him in bounds. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. 21 Tampa Bay, 10 Washington. As started 3rd quarter, Tampa Bay will get the ball. Freifagel will return it at about the goal line, and Freifagel will take it to the 30 or 26. Excuse me, I thought that was the 31, but it's the 26, and he is down. Brady now gives its handoff. Ronald Jones. Jones has a hole. Jones trying to break one off. Landon Collins brings it down there at the 45. I mean, it looks like now, they're looking to get the running game a lot more involved. After the big run there, they go into play action as Brady now will run this for the first down. Don't know how Tom Brady has 40 rushing yards, but alright. Don't know why the hell he has afterburner on. Basically, that's okay, too. Brady under pressure, he gets it off. Godwin with a big reception there, and he's down at the 21. 16 for 21, 198 yards and 3 touchdowns here. For potentially the best quarterback in NFL history, Tom Brady. Brady now gives Ronald Jones. Hole. Jones still going. Breaks Chase Young's tackles down there at the 7. 9 carries, 80 yards for Ronald Jones. And I mean, he's easily been probably one of the best running backs here in the NFL. On the 1st and goal play, he looks Kenny Galladay's 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. I mean, Galladay was able to work open on the post corner out. And Tom Brady throws his 4th touchdown strike of the game on a beautiful post corner. I mean, Kenny Galladay with a very, very nice catch as well. You're not going to take that away from him. As Tampa Bay, first drive of the second quarter. 5 plays, 74 yards. In 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Cam Newton's first drive of the second quarter. What will him and this Ron Rivera offense draw up to start the second half? See if they can get anything going. Offensively, Newton dropping back to start. Newton will take off as he avoids pressure. That will be Devin White and Danny Trevathan on the tackle after he picked up 9. I mean, Vita Vea brought pressure, just didn't get to him. In the 1st and 10, Newton gets it off. That's Jordan Reed, tackled there by Murphy. Bunting as well as Whitehead. Murphy got the initial contact. And Whitehead brought him down. As this now will be play action. Cam Newton looking deep, overthrows Steven Sims as Carlton Davis got beat deep. Mainly because I switched, but that's okay. This one now will bring up a 2nd and 10 here. Washington. So Newton under pressure. Newton avoids a sack and he'll take off for 7. That is Danny Trevathan. Bring him down, and all of a sudden, actually picks up 8, excuse me, now it's a 3rd and 2. Gurley makes Beagle miss, he makes another man miss, and Gurley will pick up a very, very nice 5-yard carry. I mean, he made the most important man miss, who is Vince Beagle, as Jamal Dean brings him down. That's his first tackle of the game, and I mean, doesn't really need to make a lot of tackles when he's locking down Terry McLaurin. This now is a give there to Todd Gurley. Chaz Surratt, the rookie, on the tackle, as well as Parnell McPhee, I do believe. 2nd and 8, there is a flag down. Is it going to be encroachment or a false start? It will be a false start here in Washington, making it a 2nd and 13. Cam Newton, undershot, under the center. He drops back to pass. And he will get it off, and that's only Terry McLaurin's 2nd catch, and that's because it was in zone coverage, not against Jamal Dean. 2 catches, 24 yards now for Terry McLaurin as Lauren moves slot, or McLaurin moves slot. They will shift the play, however. Tampa Bay now will switch the play, as they will reset the play back to normal now. Newton taking off. Is Newton going to beat him there? No, Danny Trevathan meets Newton and wraps him up. 1 yard shy of the marker. What a play there by Trevathan. I don't know why Washington is punting this, and they actually do. And it is downed, not even in the 20. A bad punt by Tresway. Probably goes too far off the side of his foot, and just overall, not a good turn of events there for Washington. As Brady's picked off, though, Kyle Fuller is intended there for Mike Evans. Looks like Evans might have run the ride out. That's actually Ronald Darby, excuse me. So Darby's the one who has been covering Evans. And I mean, that was just very, very tough there. As Todd Gurley now will take it. That's Winfield Jr. and company on the tackle, bringing up a 2nd and 3. Whitehead forces a fumble. Jamal Dean, who has played his best football game potentially of his career, picks it up, and he could go all the way. 30, 20, 10. He high steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cam Newton tried running. He put the ball on the turf, and Jamal Dean with the big fumble recovery, making up for the interception thrown by Tom Brady. The extra point is up, and it is good. 35-10. Tampa Bay leads. What a play. As Will Lutz now kicks this one, it's going to go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Actually goes off the upright and wide as Trey Lance got the Patriots a win 38-24. He played one of the best games of his career. Former Former team with Tom Brady. That's Cam Newton now. Dropping back to pass. And Newton's going to go down. That's Vita Vea. Pressured Bart, though, by Gregory Rousseau. Gregory Rousseau's having a pretty solid game alongside the edge, despite not getting a sack. I mean, he has been having a pretty good game basically all season. I mean, last game as well as Winfield Jr. leaves a big hit there on Todd Gurley. That's now bring up a 3rd and 10. Newton fixing the play call. Rotating McLaurin to the left to go out against Jamal Dean. Newton's going nowhere. Winfield Jr. hits him after a gain of 4. Newton was able to slip out of the pocket, but right into Antoine Winfield Jr. for his 4th tackle of the game. As Freifogel now back deep to return. Once again, Tresway gets it. Freifogel will return. Decent blocking ahead, and Freifogel's down there at the 34. 1:16 remaining in the 3rd quarter. I mean, this Patriots team has just been unstoppable the first 2 weeks. I mean, they have played the Falcons and Washington. I mean, Washington is a decent team. You know, they need the credit when the credit is due, but there's no team like the Saints, who they have still yet to play, or, you know, maybe not even the Saints this year with Breeze out and Phillip Rivers in, but still, nevertheless. And Brady throws a pick. Oh my goodness, Tom Brady. And this Tampa Bay offense now struggling. I mean, Brady threw 7 picks all year. Last year, he already has 3 this year. Newton hurls over Gregory Rousseau and another one. Just not a good decision for Brady to throw it there, but what a play by Cam Newton. You know, if Gurley's going nowhere, Carlton Dean does not bite. Or James Dean doesn't bite. Jamal Dean, can't remember his name. Newton now. Steps back. Newton under pressure. Can the rookie get there? No, he can't, but Devin White can. Or Denny Trevathan can. That will be Trevathan's 2nd sack of the game. Just great pursuit. Vita Vea giving chase. Greg Rousseau giving chase. Danny Trevathan ultimately brings him down. This now will bring a 3rd and 13 after the 3-yard sack. Newton now tucking and running again as Winfield Jr. gives him a big hit out of bounds. Newton, however, does pick up 4, and he gets up with a little bit of attitude. His game now on the line. 4th and 9. Tampa Bay will rush 5. Newton lobbing it deep end. What a catch there by McLaurin against Carlton Davis. So Carlton Davis is not having a good game right now. He's gotten beat a few times. That's a big tackle there. Parnell McPhee. He's been a decent signing so far for Tampa Bay. There's a give there, Todd Gurley. He breaks one. Gurley's into the end zone. 8-yard rushing touchdown there for Todd Gurley as Washington puts points on the board. It's 35-16. All of a sudden, it's 35-17. Freifogel now will take a knee. 7:57 remaining. Ball on the 25-yard line for Tampa Bay. They are up 35-17. Really is no need for Brady and the Bucs to throw this ball, as Jones now will run it there for about 10 carries, 83 yards here for Ronald Jones. Leonard Fournette checks into the game. Brady will straight up give it to Leonard Fournette. Fournette's going to pick up 2. So I have now a third and manageable here for Tampa Bay. Brady looks and he'll find Chris Godwin over the middle, wide open. Godwin picks it up, I believe that's a 17-yard catch there. 228 yards now for Brady, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks, and he has to be unhappy with those 2 picks. Brady steps up in the pocket and he's going to be sacked. Jonathan Allen. That's the 3rd sack of the day on Brady by this Tampa Bay team. As that's the 4th one, Chase Young absolutely demolishes Tom Brady. Beats Wirfs off the edge, and Brady's lucky he even held on to that. That brings up a 3rd and 17. What a hit. Just what a hit that was. On the 3rd and 17, Brady throws it inaccurate there for Chris Godwin as Bradley Pinion is on to punt. It's the 2nd time today, 3rd time of the season. Pinion's punt is up. And Sims will be tackled there at the 15, so Pinion downs inside the 15. As now this Tampa Bay defense comes back out here, looking to get a stop as Cam Newton is looking to lead another touchdown drive here. Newton taking off, and Newton will be tackled there by White and Winfield. 9 carries, 61 yards here. There has to be some type of spy play that we can run now, can't there?
Ready, 180, 20.
And the best thing to do is just run zone against Cam and let him take off if he has to. There's McLaurin working open on the zone. I mean, honestly, this Tampa Bay team can really run soft zone because they're so fast that they can run pursuit on Cam Newton if he decides to take off, as well as just give up underneath like they just did there to Rashard Perryman. Even take the chance of Perryman making a drop. As Newton shotgun takes a snap. Newton rolling out as he'll be tackled right away by Devin White after a 1-yard gain. I mean, that's what I'm saying. White's like 5 yards deep as Newton starts running. He comes up and makes the tackle, meeting him at a 1-yard gain. That's how fast this defense is. As where Devin White there did not see Rashard Perryman stop. He thought he was still going. As that leaves Perryman wide open there for the first down reception. Winfield Jr. looking like he comes on a blitz, he backs out. When Newton, has to throw it away as he felt Gregory Rousseau coming behind him, and oh boy, he was. This now will bring up a 2nd and 10 here. Newton now on the run. That's a nice tackle there by Carlton Davis. However, Newton does pick up 9.
Gun.
Workout play calls to Newton. Newton throws incomplete. Throws at the feet of his wideouts as this now will bring up a 4th and 1. This is big here for Tampa Bay. A stop here evidently ends it, and Todd Gurley will get it.
Here we go.
Gurley picks up, however, the 2-minute warning, and I mean, the football team is basically out of... They're basically out of it, but still, you never know. Here, 1st and 10. Crazier things have happened. It's Cam Newton now looking deep. What a catch there with Rashard Perryman. What is happening to Carlton Davis? He does not look like a number 1 corner. Newton will get it off there to turn McLaurin. Or was that McLaurin? No, it was Steven Sims who actually lose about 3 there. And Newton will throw the touchdown to Trevathan. Cannot keep up there with Todd Gurley. As Gurley works open. That's Gurley's 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Now 35-24, a minute 10 remaining. 11-point game, probably a lot closer than it should be. As Tampa Bay will use their first time out of the game, accidentally lining up. I just chose the wrong kind of coverage there. So, yeah. As Tressway now on to kick. Godwin will pick it up, and that will most likely end the game. I mean, there is still 3 timeouts, as Tom Brady will come out of the game. Not going to chance him getting hurt. He's taken a couple hits today, a couple hard hits from Chase Young. So it's just best if we put in the rookie Mac Jones. Jones will give to Jones, and Jones will pick up about 6 to 5 yards on the carry. Jones now looking deep for O.J. Howard, incomplete. It would have most likely sealed the game, as it is a 3rd and 5 here now. Jones now hard count, looks, Evans, first down. Most likely end the game. There's Mac Jones. Mac Jones essentially seals the deal, as Will Lutz will come in at quarterback to take the final kneels. So that way, Mac Jones does not lose receiving yards, but Mac Jones with the beautiful throw to Mike Evans to seal the game. Just now we'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Will Lutz takes the 3rd knee. And now we can just super sim it to the end of the game. That will end at Tampa Bay 35. It is Tampa Bay 35. The Washington football team 24. However, the game was not as close as the score made it seem. Tampa Bay's offense kind of died in the second half, while Washington's offense rose in the second half. A little bit, taking a look at the game stats. Tom Brady, 18 for 26, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Probably those 2 interceptions were my fault. Just bad decisions to throw. Mac Jones went 1 for 2 for 11 yards. Rushing wise, probably should have ran a little bit more with Ronald Jones. Definitely going to bump down our run blocking slider, as it's kind of OP right now. I mean, Brady rushing for 40 yards is completely absurd, but whatever. We'll let's do for 2. Chris Godwin caught 6 passes for 91 yards and a touchdown. He was pretty solid out of the slot. Kenny Golladay 4 for 46 and 2 touchdowns. He got his first 2 touchdown passes of the season, and as end of his Buccaneers career. Ronald Jones 3 for 24. He's a decent receiving back. He can add if he needs to. Mike Evans 3 for 41. He did have that drop earlier against Ronald Darby, but ultimately I feel like he had a pretty solid game. Probably would have liked to get him involved a little bit more, but we did when he had the chance. O.J. Howard 2 for 34. Had that drop, or didn't get his feet down earlier. Once again, would like to get Evans and Howard involved a little bit more, but what can you do? T.J. Vasher 1 for 3 and a touchdown. We got him involved, and Devin White also had a drop. Don't know how. Tristan Wirfs allowed 2 sacks. Alex Kappa and Cam Robinson each allowed 1, so Brady was sacked 4 times. Antoine Winfield and Devin White each with 8 tackles. Two for a loss for Whitehead. Danny Trevathan with 2 sacks. Vita Vea and Vince Vigo with 1. So we got pressure on Cam Newton. We definitely did. Even Gregory Rousseau coming off the edge got pressure. Will Lutz 5 for 5. He did not attempt a field goal. Pinned and punted 2 times for 83 yards, including downing 1 inside the 20. Fried Fuggle, decent day kick returning, 2 for 53. And decent day punt returning as well, 3 for 25. I will show the sliders real quick, so you know that we are playing on all Madden. But I just want to show it anyway, to, in case anyone wants to use them or bump it down. I mean, so far I feel like it has been realistic. Atlanta and Washington aren't the best of teams, so you would think that Tampa Bay would be blowing them out and not, playing them close, and of course we're glitched now on these player upgrades. What if I go like back? Nope. Do I actually have to close the game?